The Sidephone isn't just another dumb phone. Yes, it's got a tiny screen, but also these cool swappable keypads. The branding is sleek, it feels like buying an iPod Nano in the modern day. It's genuinely a cool pitch. But on the software side, it's just you, Android 12, and whatever you can manage to load onto it. You get the bare bones and nothing else. The dumb phone movement has been slowly gaining more traction since the late 2010s, and it works for a lot of people. Addicting apps and social medias control the majority of our screen time, so it makes sense people are retreating back to devices built in a time when that wasn't even possible. But when I saw this phone for the first time, I couldn't get this thought out of my mind. Does it always have to be a dumb phone to fight the phone addiction? Why can't we just have a fun phone for once? The Sidephone puts this first. Swappable keypads bring back the fun parts of the late 90s and early 2000s tech boom. Design from this era was intentional. Physical interfaces were created to be a solution for specific problems with intentionality. Nothing says intention more than playing a song by pressing a real play button. But in order to bring this vision to life, good interfaces actually need good interfaces to work with. So I've been designing them. There's just one thing about designing for a screen this small. Everything I'd normally rely on, white space, subtle hierarchy, even just back buttons, all of it gets lost when your canvas is 2.8 inches. The best place to start is how you hold it. There's no point in designing something without understanding how it's actually used. When you hold a normal smartphone, you're just able to reach about 70% of the screen. This works well for our modern apps. You can scroll from the center and still reach for the on-screen keyboard. The Sidephone's a bit different though. It's narrow enough that your hand sits a bit lower, so your thumb can easily access the keypad in the bottom half of the screen. So it makes sense for the main actions of each app to always be at the bottom, filling out the entire width so you can comfortably hold it in either your left or right hand. And most apps stripped down are really just collections of lists, so we can simplify everything into a single scrolling view that you can reach from the bottom center. But if we focus everything into a single list and button at the bottom, it all starts to bleed together. So we'll have to alter the opacity of each item in the list based on its position. Top items are brighter and bottom items are darker to nicely hide behind the button. And then to round it off, just add a fixed header to show the user where they are. Except all this is really just a slightly more complex list. It doesn't scream that fun we were talking about, unless you're someone that really loves grey lists, to each their own. But there is still one more design tool I didn't mention that I think really ties it all together. Clicking on an album in old iTunes or selecting a channel in the Wii menu has a sort of magic associated with it. You take out the animations and it loses a lot of that soul. We don't have that much room to play with here, but there's a lot of micro interactions that we could use to make the phone feel more expressive. For starters, we already have two static elements on the page that only change their text or icons, so we could just keep them in place and have the new content move to us instead. Applying this framework to the rest of the Sidephone, we get this. Oh, and this isn't just a design reel, it's actually running on the phone too. This is still ongoing and there's a lot more of the experience I'd want to revisit. Right now everything is running through a new launcher and individual apps, but it would feel so much nicer with a custom Android flavor to match the design language. If anyone from the Sidephone team is actually watching, keep up the amazing work making phones fun again. And if you want help on the software side, I'd love to help out in a more professional context. This was actually my first video, so thanks for sticking to the end, and if you enjoyed this design analysis, you'll probably enjoy the next one going through the design of my game, which should be out next week.